You ready, Ziggy? Can you say something, Ziggy?
What a great way to start the show.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Pet City Improv.
Woo!
Woo!
Yeah.
This is the Cognition, Ignition, Fruition edition.
Ooh. Pet City Improv every week at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Pet City.
You can do a 5-minute set. You can bring your pet.
Pet City.
You can go over your set by 10 minutes.
Well, only when there's not many people.
I know, I was just kidding.
And then you can open it to the rest of everybody participating in the video if you want help or a tag.
And you can bring your pet.
It's true. Ziggy, you want a treat? You know, a temptation?
How about yogurt? You want some yogurt?
You want yogurt?
No.
No. Temptations?
Oh, yeah, preferred.
He knows what he wants. Coming up first with the introductory cowbell. It is the amazing, the stupendous Robbie Schrader.
Woo! My guy right there.
I'm somebody's guy. Oh, this is the prompt you had at the end of the last one. I forget what your every dream was weird for you. I think my weird dreams, well, there are definitely weird dreams, but it's the ones where you just wake up and you like forgot something, so you just shake your whole body, like my whole body shakes, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I was sleeping. Let's try to go back to sleep. But no, they're definitely ones where I drank the night before, and I don't really do that often, but it's those stress dreams. Wait, am I supposed to make this? Is this entertaining? Is this a comedy show? Weirdest dreams or nightmares. And maybe, maybe this isn't even like when I'm asleep. This is like daydreams. This is like delusions. This is like, oh, I'm going to be famous in 2021. I'm going to have so much clout. That's I don't know how that's weird unless it comes true. But it's like one of those genie wishes where you wish you were rich, but you're like a monarch of some like dynasty that has enslaved a population, and you're like, I didn't want to be rich this way. So my fame, maybe I'll be on like Dr. Phil or something, like I didn't want to be on Dr. Drew. I didn't want notoriety for something bad happening to my nipples or something, is that taboo? Free the nipple. Can we free the nipple? That's the weirdest dream. I'm gonna get beyond that. Support that. Next slide. A game. Yeah. Erotic Rubik's Cube. I think I saw a commercial for this. But it was just everybody assembling it in their crotch area with their back facing the camera. Shout out to Brent Weinbach. I think he worked on that. Probably 30 pictures, or it's a cube that resembles a cubist. It's a cubist genital or boob or something. Maybe it would be like a square boob.
Ooh.
Or the rounded corners cube. I don't know. This pet Sex in the City improv. Erotic. There used to be an erotic bakery in Seattle, but it got closed down because economic crisis. Economic erotic crisis. Next slide.
Woo! That's a good one.
How to stop ice cream from getting in your mustache. Well, take your mustache off while you eat the ice cream, and then you put it back on. New for Ben and Jerry's, mustache and goatee flavored. Wait, it would be something that it's like cookies and cream, or was that chocolate and potato chips? It's like something that wouldn't go with a mustache. That would be a flavor. I just saw that everything bagel ice cream. Okay. That's oh no. Well, you just lift it up. You lift it up. You get like tape, and you tape up your upper lip, so you eat the whole thing. You eat the whole ice cream. You eat your There's probably like a dental dam, but for your above your lip, and you just have it strapped to your face. Or if you had your nose pierced, you could like put the hooks in to hold the dam up. This is like an engineering question, and I'm not an engineer. Measuring person.
Woo.
Last week we went long. Well, no, we didn't go long, but we had a new person on that didn't know you could just skip the slide when you wanted. So she was like, anyways, next slide. I should have opened that one up. It's too late.
Well, it might come up on accident later because I might have it on here twice. So we'll see. I kind of remember it coming later.
Ooh, this looks like an infomercial or something. Well, he doesn't have any elbow. What are the professor elbow pads on? What do you call them? I'll open this one up.
Pads.
Yeah, elbow pads.
This is
yeah,
my master, Luke Holmes. I met him in the suburbs. He's actually a black belt in karate, and I got jumped by 3 Safeway employees after stealing a bottle of vodka, and he completely beat all of their asses in front of me. And he took me back to his house, which he also had a dojo in. And he just trained me to just basically, it was the opposite. It was like self-offense. Instead of self-defense, he taught self-offense. His theory was a cobra always strikes first. So it's basically never to defend yourself, but if you feel threatened, to just attack first, whether it be in a bar, a grocery store, an arts and crafts place, or flea market. And this is a picture I took with him. I ended up just crashing at his place for like 7 months, and we were just traveling from basically the bottom of California, bottom of America, into Florida. And this
you
was
became
just
like you became like his social media rep, kind of
something like that.
Did you carry the bricks for him from place to place? Were you like his little brick boy?
We would usually just pick them up from like Home Depots or steal them along the routes.
Nice, very nice. Who did most of the stealing, you or him?
It was me. He always told me it was for a good cause.
Nice, nice. Next slide.
That's why you made the tickets to the shows so cheap, because you didn't have to pay for the brick. Yeah, next slide.
All right, this is the last slide.
Jesus, is that the end of the show?
What? Yeah, I guess maybe we shouldn't do that every time. Maybe I'll do like wait, that's too loud too. I can't like just move it. There we go. That's still too loud.
Yeah, it's jarring. It's good. It gets my adrenaline pumping. It's like
all right. Let's do this last slide. Adrenaline slide. Go.
Potato volcano. Well, this is when you get a T-shirt cannon and you get a somebody well, you get it only uses this is when you want to this is Ryan, do you have any ideas?
I was just thinking, I don't know if you guys have heard, but there's actually a new volcano that just formed in Ireland.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it formed over a potato farm.
Oh.
So Ireland's actually going through a huge potato famine right now because a lot of their potatoes are catching on fire, and but it's nice because it makes like French fries, like the potato volcano, and it's
Mm-hmm.
oh, rain and French fries. I love to bathe myself in French fries from a potato volcano.
Mm-hmm.
That was all just to do the Irish accent.
And baked potatoes. They're like, get a pat of butter on there.
An Irish volcano. There's
Um,
going to be new Irish islands. It's going to be like the Hawaiian Islands, but in Ireland.
the lava is green colored.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
All right. Thanks for the assist. That's my time.
All right, let's hear it again for Robbie Schrader. Coming up next, it is the wonderful, the amazing Joseph Rodriguez.
Woo! Yeah. Oh, yeah. Coming in hot.
Coming in hot cakes. Losing an imaginary fight. This sounds like an improv thing, but this is something that I do daily. I just lose a lot of fights in my head, whether it be to my father physically, or my father physically. There's this one thought I have of me just always fighting my dad, and he's a good man, He pays the bills, he makes sure I have things, but there's just something that I just can't stop having the idea of him beating me in a fight. It's been an issue. I've lost many girlfriends over the years due to it because I try to vent to them about it a lot. And sometimes they get uncomfortable, whether it's, oh, I'm going to get him tomorrow. And they're like, you can't do that. Or it's just too many tears for them. A lot of them can't understand that I'm not really like more of like a healed guy. Like I'm more of like, I need a woman who's like a therapist because of this issue. Next slide. Thank you. What birds like to laugh at? I think definitely this is maybe a little too obvious, but just when they poop on people, like I feel like they're just like straight up like dropping like little bombs. Like they're just like, you turned our park into a McDonald's. Like we're gonna turn all your cars into what's his name? Pollock painting.
Mm-hmm.
Little art reference there
Mm.
for the artsy people who are watching. Donate, and I'm gonna open this one up.
Birds like to laugh at Joey because not only does he look like a bird, but also a very ugly one.
I'm gonna close it, and I'm gonna go to the next one. Something from the perspective of the American flag. Wow. So right now my PR is texting me not to answer this, but I'm gonna go and do it anyway. So something from the perspective of the American flag. I'm gonna open this one up, to be honest.
There's just a bunch of fucking kids standing there, and they say the same thing every day, and they put their hands on their chest. Those little bastards. They don't even know what I stand for. I don't even know what I stand for.
Yeah, I think it's a inner conflict because they feel like they're at an all ages strip club because they're on a pole, I'm on a pole. Why do I have to do this in front of children? Why are people saluting me? Now bring me to the top.
Yeah, seriously. Next slide.
Yeah, wow. That was a good one, Robbie.
Eye cream. This is some album artwork I did for me and my little brother's band. It's mainly his, and I'm just kind of like manager, also do a little guitar. He does most of the instruments. He's 7. But this is something we designed together. I really took over on this one. And
Wait, you took over? Sorry, I didn't mean.
Sorry, I just got lost in it for a second there. It's actually really emotional because
Yeah.
You just got
we're
lost.
breaking up. I just got lost. And it's just really sad because my brother recently got lost and he's been missing for like a month. But due to the fact that like the band broke up, I just haven't told my family. Because it's kind of like he said a lot of things like, oh, like who do I need? I don't need you to mix the music anymore. Like you just make shitty album artwork and like space out in the studio.
Mm-hmm.
I can handle this on my own and I can handle myself on my own. And I was like, all right, then get a ride home from the studio. See how that works because you're 7 and have yet to see him. And I'm not telling my parents anything. I've just said he's been at the studio because that's where he was and he can apparently handle himself. And we're going to see how he feels when he comes back about the album artwork and if he's going to let me back into the band or not. But
Nice.
if you do see someone, little blonde boy about 4'2", Jacob Ellsworth, and he responds to that name, just reach out to me. And next slide.
If he dies, consider
Go.
cremation.
Ooh. Very nice, Robbie. Robbie's just on fire today.
For real. Next slide. Getting Harry Pottered. So I'm just gonna be straight up honest. Like this is when you just take the lightning bolt straight to the forehead. And basically your partner takes the position of Harry Potter and you Voldemort. And after you Harry Potter them, you're also it's supposed to be kind of like a thing that happens after the event too. And for the next like hour after you Harry Potter someone on the forehead, you're supposed to kind of be like enemies, and one's supposed to be Voldemort and kind of like chase around and be I haven't really seen the movies. I've read the books, so that was my impression of like Voldemort. And then Harry just basically has to just like go through it for a little bit. But if anyone else has the definition of
I heard
actually,
it involves strobe lights too. To mimic the lightning.
Gotcha.
As far as getting Harry Potter, you guys don't know this. It's a sexual position that one gets into, and you must have 7 different partners, and be filleting them all in 7 different ways. So you have to get really creative. You definitely have to use your tongue, both hands, both legs. Tip of your forehead, tongue, whatever genital region you split your soul into 7 pieces.
And everyone passes the hat around, like the wizarding hat, and you yell your house out as you pass it around.
Yeah.
Gryffindor.
Mm-hmm.
Gryffindor.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen 1 or 2.
All while crying about our lonely childhoods.
Nobody wants a snitch at that orgy.
But someone always catches one. Ayo! I'm just kidding.
Everyone's just waving their wands all over the place.
All right, did you say next slide or?
Yeah.
All right, this is the last slide, and I'm going to try to hit the cowbell from a distance.
Woo!
Wait. Nope, it doesn't work because there's no air to let it in. Nope.
Just
There we go. That's something. Did you hear it? Hopefully. It's pretty loud. All right, here we go.
First 2 words that come to your mind. Egg fart. Just straight up. Freudian slip. What does that mean? Egg fart? It honestly just brings me back to eye cream. Because that was the original name he wanted, was egg fart. And all I'm saying is that you guys have heard of eye cream. You've seen the album artwork. I've yet to hear any vocals or work put out by egg fart. But this is also a question I like to ask on the first date. And if it's not love you, I usually just leave. And it's also a great method because I order the food first and we go towards the end. And I say, what are the first 2 words that come to your mind? And they'll say something like serendipity, nostalgia. And I'm just like,
There's no way.
Yeah, I'm gonna go use the bathroom now, and then I'd make the face too, and then I usually go and I walk towards the door and I kind of just do like a, oh, just grabbing something, and then I walk out, and that's usually it. But I use a fake name for my Tinder, all that, so it's not like it would like get back to me or anything.
Mhm.
Also, fake photos of Robbie. That's something I didn't want to admit,
That's fine.
but in group therapy, they told me I had to tell you at Improv. So this is just me trying to be honest this year at Pet City, and this is just me trying to open up, and I'm gonna open it up in the end here for everyone, just like a Harry Potter party.
Yeah, Tony Soprano. It's really, I think rewatching The Sopranos is going to be big this year, and
Wait, how do you just hear him say that he uses your pictures for his Tinder profile?
well, at least he
That is
doxed
not true,
his.
by the way.
If he doxed his identity, I mean, they could only like search. They'll just that opens up my dating game, you know.
That's all I wanted to know. I just want to know if you were happy or if you were upset with it.
I was a little upset, but you know, everybody gets a pass, and it's New Year, so you know.
Can I use
Exactly.
them as well?
Sure, you know.
I actually use your name, Ryan. I use Ryan's name, Robbie's pictures.
Okay. I was thinking maybe with going with Kyle Bob because everybody likes two first names, and then going with Robbie's picture.
All this identity theft.
Maybe
Jesus.
Kyle Robb, you know. Then you could just include us both.
Ooh, it's very nice.
You guys need to do a show called Kyle Robb where it's just like you guys standing back to back.
I would
That'd be
pay to
awesome.
come watch. I would.
Same. I'd pay 50.
We'll
Maybe more.
release
If you
it
guys
on.
charge more.
We'll release it on Blu-ray. I just got a new Blu-ray burning
Blu-ray.
machine, so I can do like one-offs.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do people
Could
still
you-
use Blu-rays? I thought everyone streamed everything.
Yeah.
now.
No, it's Purple Ray now.
No.
It's Kyle Ray
Oh.
actually.
I have a new Blu-ray burning machine. It's called my fireplace.
hmm I have one, but it's called the Waffle Iron.
What if that gives you like cool trippy effects if you try to play it?
George Foreman's Panini Press Blu-ray Squisher.
Well,
That's
Does anyone have The Office on Blu-ray? That's funny.
American or British?
Funny show. American.
I
I only
think-
date girls that watch The Office.
The American Office.
American Office. Sorry, American Office season 2.
nothing else.
just season 2.
It's obvious. It's if you're a fan, you only watch season 2.
And you have a Steve Carell altar in your closet.
Oh, sorry. I'm actually talking about
Ricky
the
Gervais?
Japanese version.
Oh.
No, not even the UK or Steve Carell. It's the Japanese version.
Wow.
I haven't seen the other ones.
Oh, so you have an altar of Yamakudo Matsumoto in your closet?
It's the anime. It's the anime subbed.
Yeah,
They do have
Yamakudo-
English voice actors.
Yamakudo Matsumoto.
Dubbed. Yeah, dubbed.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, no.
What do you?
I didn't. I was just. It's just been a while, you know. since
Yeah,
I-
it probably has been a while. I don't even know if he's seen the anime dubbed version of The Office.
Wait, so how many women
I've
have you
seen
met
it.
on Tinder that have watched the Japanese version? Like, is it like half? Is it like,
none.
oh, none? Okay.
None. I don't talk about that with them. Just mainly like finances and things.
I feel like he just says that to seem cool. You know, he's like,
No,
Like-
that's I.
he's like, I watched the Japanese anime Office. Like, my name's Ryan Chu, and I look like Robbie. You know, like all
Hello?
these things just to make himself look cooler.
That's so crazy you called right now because I was just gonna tell them I'm friends with you because you're the voice actor for Yakimoto. Okay, I'll tell them. Yeah, he actually just called. I met him at in Japan.
Hello? Hello?
No.
Yamakuzu? Yeah, Yamakuzu Matsumoto. Dude, long time. We were just talking about you. Oh, you don't know Joey. Oh, wait, you do know him. From the premiere, he jumped on the red carpet butt naked and tried to attack you. Very nice. Very nice. I'm sorry, I have to go.
Oh.
It's like a streaking fight. What was the fighting reference we had at the beginning?
I think I'm breaking up.
Sort of lost.
Oh, the karate. It was the karate thing.
The Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that's when
Cobra
you
Kai.
met. That's when you met the voice actor. Is when you were over in doing international presentations with the brick breaking guy.
I'm gonna be honest. It was like Breaking Bad meets Cobra Kai. I'll leave it at that. And there was a lot of blue bricks involved. So maybe it was him. Maybe it was a dealer.
I feel like you
It's
don't know
like-
this brick breaking guy either.
I definitely have that picture that I took of him.
Hello?
No,
Yeah, Sam.
no.
Yeah, Sam Brickbreaker from. Oh. Okay, yeah. Joey, this is really embarrassing. You know that, right? You know what he said?
Oops.
Yeah, we can talk about this after, actually, because we could. You don't have to say it out loud, but I guess if you want to.
Man, he's a phony.
All right, I think
No,
I
that's
just
the
think
end of
people
the
don't
set. I
remember me.
think
Yeah. We're going on.
it
This
actually ended perfectly after when he put his screen blacked out. But
Yeah. Well, maybe we can cut it there. So I don't know, or cut it wherever.
I say we just release that
Improv.
prompt of his set, and we'll make it viral. We'll put it on Reddit.
Yeah.
See where it.
Well, let's hear it again
Yes.
for Joseph Rodriguez
Thank you.
and the very long set, but it also kind of included everybody, so it's okay.
More of that on this show.
What?
So we need more of that on this show.
More of just going on tangents, or what?
More everybody kind of jumps in.
It seems when it seems like a scene, kind of.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Coming up next, the amazing, the stupendous Ryan Chu.
All right.
It's a good thing that pigeons can't get scared, because goddamn, every time I see one, I like to jump at those motherfuckers out on the street. There's just something about how they don't get scared that it makes me want to scare them. You know, I've gotten scary masks, and I've worn masks in front of the pigeons before, and like, done intricate things like jumping from behind bushes and like down from trees onto pigeons, like a lemur strike. And I can't get them to get scared. I don't know. What do you guys think about my whole antics with these pigeons?
I think they can't see you. Their eyes are on either side of their head, and you need more legs. You need like long trench coats with blades and knives, not to hurt them, but just to reflect.
I mean, I could get like a big mirror and put it on one side, and then I stand on the other side, so the pigeon only sees me, and then boom. Do you think that they'd pass out like a goat, like a fainting goat?
Yeah, one leg in the air, because the other one's curled up. Like
What if you're
I
a
died
pigeon?
just like a man.
What if you're a pigeon and you pass out mid-flight?
you dive bomb? You just go into the trash can. It's
Well,
just-
hopefully
You
they
dive bomb.
come back to consciousness before they hit the ground.
I don't know. I mean, their wings still might keep flapping. Sharks keep swimming even though they're asleep.
Hmm.
Next slide.
Gliding.
Video games for cats. So we've all heard of weed for cats, catnip, right? But they're coming out with a new video game for cats. And it's where cats just sit there and they they paw things with their little paws, you know, and it's the same. It's a mouse that likes to run around on a screen, and it's a sideways screen that the mouse has to jump on because mice like to ruin furniture, you know, and it goes and it catches the imaginary mouse. It's really frustrating for mice. I don't know if you guys have ever tried to catch something that you couldn't catch before. I know Joey, you were talking about this like fighting your dad thing. It's kind of like a cat is fighting its own dad, you know. Um, I don't know if you guys know this. I've been thinking about this a lot recently, but any pet that you ever had, it doesn't know its parents or its grandparents. You never see a grandma cat because they've all been taken away. They've all been, well, I mean, I guess unless you are a breeder. I shouldn't say any pet. That's really offensive to the breeding community. I'm sorry about that. But for most people, you know, most people, like, you don't really see grandma cats. Maybe there might be a whole community of people of grandma cats that I'm not privy to, and I'm just out here generalizing about a whole group of people. All those grandma cats in the Midwest, you know, who are probably like really offended by the things that I'm saying.
Maybe.
Can we just go to the next slide? I don't want to offend any more grandma cats.
Watch your Twitter tomorrow.
Fuck.
Grandma cats.
I don't know if I can do this one. I feel like I might offend more grandma cats. I have a dog. He's a very small little dog, like this big, and he's 11 years old. It's my girlfriend's dog, and we just took him in because she moved in with me, and I call him Grandpa. I call him the little Grandpa. I say Grandpa, and he perks up. He responds to the name Grandpa. He's slowly diverting from his name Jake to Grandpa, you know, and it really makes me feel closer to my family, having the little grandpa dog around all the time. You know, he's also a small dog, so he's like a baby, you know, but he's also a grandpa, so he's like a baby grandpa.
Mm-hmm.
I hold him in my hands and I just say, a little baby grandpa. Oh, so precious. A little baby grandpa. Next slide. So
Oh, this is a duplicate. If you want to skip this one, you can. But
I am gonna skip it, but I just wanted to say one thing on this. This is the most surefire way to stop getting ice cream in your mustache. Okay. Joey and I have figured this out. It's don't have one at all. And by figure this out, I mean I physically can't grow one, you know? I don't know if Joey can either. As you can, like, I don't know, but
I can.
I get
choose
ice
not.
cream caught in this, so I'm just as cool as you guys. Next slide. One of the coolest ways to die is getting ice cream stuck in your mustache. Because it's like if you're in the Antarctic, you know, and you're eating ice cream and then it slowly gets stuck in your mustache, and then as you're putting it in, it gets frozen to the ice cream that's already stuck to your mustache until it's all stuck, and you freeze over via ice cream. It's not really like a cool, like I'm a cool guy kind of way to die, you know, like how Tupac was like, fuck you to the police guy. It's not like that. It's cool as in like the temperature is cold on your face. That would probably, unless somebody threw you into the void of space, which would probably be very cold as well, or if somebody dipped you into liquid nitrogen. I don't know if you folks at home know that. I'm a really smart guy who knows a lot about science. So I know what liquid nitrogen is. It's one of the coldest elements on the planet. Anyway, thank you. Next slide.
All right, it's the last slide.
Woo.
Oops.
A stubborn boomerang. I heard a laugh when this came on, so I'm just gonna open this one. You know?
I was laughing at him saying "whoops." I think
Oh.
I was like, "What is it
'Cause
ever
it went
good?" Because what happened?
The timer went off, so like you had a minute, but it's a short minute.
Well, stubborn is you stub something and then something else is born, and there's a boom, and there's kind of this hyphenation of erang, and there's like this whole compound complex of letters going on. I think it's just when you throw something and it doesn't want to come back, but it eventually comes back, and it's like that's what you have to deal with. Like, because stubbornness usually breaks. There's gonna, when grandpas become babies, and then they're less stubborn. They submit to the multi-generational role that they have to play.
I'm gonna cut you off there. I'm gonna do an Australian accent because it says boomerang and Australian people. Oh, I got this boomerang. I try to throw it, and I thought it was going to come back, and it wouldn't leave my hand. I didn't know what to do anymore, and so I broke it in half, and now I have two boomerangs. That's all I got. I don't know if it was much better than yours.
No, that was good. Yeah, two half boomerang.
Boomerang. Have you got a boomerang? Because I've got a boomerang. We go boomerang together. I've met a few Australian people. I've never, I think that stereotype of them having a boomerang is just false. It's really, I think it's rude, actually. I shouldn't say that about Australian people. I've offended grandma cats today.
The Irish.
Yeah, the Irish, and now Australians. And non-boomeranged Australians. I actually, now that I really think about it, the boomerang thing is probably from the indigenous culture of Australia. So we were joking about it, but it actually might be offensive. Who knows?
You probably also offended the voice actor for the Japanese Office.
You're right. And Mel Gibson.
I thought he was cool with Ryan.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Oh.
I think you're
right. But Joey offended the brick guy.
Ricky Gervais.
No, the guy who smashes
2021. Oh yeah, true. That was my millennial humor for the night.
They actually say that we're the boomerang generation because we leave the house to go to school or to work or whatever, and then we just come right back. I'd like to think that I'm a stubborn boomerang because I never left the house in the first place.
Well, let's hear it again for Ryan Chu.
And now it's time for the wonderful, the amazing Kyle Bob.
Woo! You too.
Oh, hang drum.
I don't know if you can hear Ziggy, but what's in that bottle? I don't know if you're talking about a specific bottle, but I got this bottle and it's a water bottle. So that's boring. But I also got this other bottle, which is also a water bottle.
Oh.
Boring. Bottle. It's for when Ziggy misbehaves because he does not like water. But that's that. Do I have any other bottles? I have some empty plastic bottles that I don't feel like taking out of the recycling because that'd be dumb. Okay. Let's move on to Bernie Sanders oven mitts. Yeah, Ziggy, you got ideas for this? Ziggy gave a little but you can't hear it because his are quiet.
I heard that.
You did? Maybe, we can enhance it or something. I don't know. But don't worry about it. Bernie Sanders oven mitts. I always think that, I wanted to name my oven Bernie because it's always burning things. And it'd be a silly name for an oven. Actually, it doesn't really burn things that much. It just kind of burns them because I don't want to have things undercooked and die or whatever happens with that. Um, or Bernie Sanders oven mitts could just have Bernie Sanders' face on it, which would be kind of weird because then you'd be burning his face, and that's not nice. So, oh, there's the Bernie Sanders face mask again. Well, I guess it's like a mask with a mask because
I don't
it's
want to catch COVID.
you know, well that is super precautious because you're covering your eyes too, right?
Well, I mean, I know you can see my I got glasses right here. I use these for vision.
Well, yeah. Well, Bernie is, but are you one with Bernie? Are you like part of a like dual being?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm possessing this vessel for the time being.
I got you.
Yeah.
Well, that's okay then, I guess. We'll accept Bernie Sanders for the mic. Oh, geez. That was a dramatic, like 1 second sequence where you seem dead for a second, and then
I had to slither out of that body.
Let's see. What else we got? Grandpa's laugh. I don't remember the laughs of either one of my grandpas, so I feel kind of bad. I don't know if I should memorize people's laughs, if that's a thing people do or not. But I just remember everyone's laugh being kind of the same, like ha ha ha, or however grandpas are supposed to laugh. And it's the same way I describe my grandma's as laughs. But that's not a very good description at all. So that is that story of that. Does anyone have a weird grandpa that laughs weird in the audience
I
or
don't.
whatever you want to call yourselves?
I have a good story about my grandma getting like not getting off an elevator, and then she was too drunk to get off the elevator, and then it opened again. It came back down. We called it back down, and she was on the ground laughing.
Well, at least she was happy.
Yeah, it was all
Grandpa's laugh sounds kind of like a horror movie.
Oh, well.
like the laugh does something.
Yeah. Could you explain it to us, Kyle?
What the laugh does?
In the
But
horror
yeah,
movie.
I mean, the premise behind this horror movie.
Let's tie this into the next prompt. Time to cry. The grandma laughing tells you that it's indeed time to cry.
Ooh.
Because when the grandmas are laughing, would it be one grandpa or not grandma? Would it be one grandma or multiple grandmas?
It's up to you.
I guess it would start as one, but then it would be contagious because laughter is contagious. So it would like one grandma would start laughing, and then it would go to the next grandma, and then soon all the grandmas would be laughing, and then no one would know why, and they wouldn't know why, and it'd be like hiccups. They couldn't stop. They just start. I guess laughter makes you really like it's good exercise. So all the grandmas would have really like they'd have 6-pack abs and stuff.
Good hearts.
Yeah, they'd have good hearts, and they'd all live to be like 150, and it'd change the economy because they'd vote all wrong and be a real horror movie, I think, and it'd be full of laughter, but not in a fun way. That's that story. Some of these are like movie pitches. Racial politics between whiteboards and blackboards. Oh, I was thinking about this kind of, not really, but something vaguely related where like I was thinking about sidewalks and sidewalk chalk and how that's hard to write on sidewalks. And I was thinking that we should have like whiteboards for sidewalks because they'd be easier to write on. Even though both of those are kind of white, so I don't know where that takes this racially, but I guess I made it like not racial and more about class or something. Oh, Ryan Chu left. He got offended by my sidewalk talk.
It was too much.
It was too much.
that was somehow it for him tonight.
Yep, that
After
was where he
everything.
drew the line.
It's when his computer
Ah,
dies.
yeah, you get my pun there. You drew the line like with the sidewalk. Sure. All right.
Hey yo! Oh, he just texted me his computer died.
Um, why
What
does
the-
he bring? He doesn't have a power source in his closet. Who doesn't put outlets in closets? Anyways, this is your last slide.
All right. When the dark web meets the open market. Oh boy. Well, I haven't been to the dark web yet, and I kind of want to go there, but it's a scary place because I think people over there that can just be like, "Hey, hacked into your computer, nothing you can do about it now. We have all your data," and then they send it to the open market, and then they know all your personal info that anyone can take, and they can steal all your credit card information and your identity just because you're like, "Hey, what's this all about?" And then your life is over, and then you're homeless and starving, and then this other guy from Kentucky or whatever, he's you now, and he took all $2,000 in your bank account, and you're nobody, and he's also nobody, and you're both sad, and that's the dark web.
Nice.
That's a sad ending again, but we got the cowbell. So that's been something sort of happy, maybe. The cowbells are happy, sort of. Actually, not really, because most cows are oppressed. All right. Well, this has been Pet City Improv featuring Ziggy.
Yeah, that was pretty good. That was decent.
Cool.